So in here we will be discussing about the history of today's biogeographical regions. As we have discussed earlier, that today's biogeographical regions are mainly geographical distributions. So the continents are the basis of that geographical distribution. So in the start there were the southern continents, complex as these are all result of breakup and dispersal of Gondwana. So first, when the Gondwana was dispersing, there were the complexes, right? So for example, in the southern part, the Africa, Antarctica, Australia, India, Madagascar, all of these regions, these were the southern continents. So now northern continents mainly the result of disappearance and appearance of land or sea barriers within the North America and Eurasia. So Europe and Asia and North America, these were the formation of making the northern continent. So they have a complex history in which there were sometimes there were the shallow seas and sometimes there were not those shallow seas. So basis on this, both of the southern and northern continents, they were having complex histories. So the seaways gradually extended clockwise around the Africa to form in turn the southern South Atlantic about 135 million years ago, and the northern South Atlantic about 105 million years ago. So the South Africa, how did it was formed? The Africa was formed when the Gondwana separated from the South America, and on the eastern part from the Australia, India, as well as the Madagascar. So India and Madagascar parted from Antarctica about 132 million years ago, while the split between India and Madagascar took place 90 to 85 million years ago. So the Africa was extended gradually clockwise, and in doing so it made the ocean on the left side of the globe, which we say the west of the earth, and on the eastern side it had the two continents and one big chunk of land which is called Madagascar. So India moved rapidly northward, and its northeastern corner collided with an island arc about 57 million years ago, before finally colliding with Tibet in southern Asia about 35 million years ago. So about 35 million years ago, India collided with the Tibet, and before that it also collided with an island arc about 57 million years ago. So it was all happening near the Eocene and Oligocene boundary. So further west, the comparatively small northern movement of South America led to its connection with the North America. So the South America was moving upward towards the North America, and when both of these combined, there was a complex interchange between their faunas and floras, and this happened about 3 million years ago. So further east, the New Zealand separated from Australia 4 million years ago, followed by the small continent fragment we call New Caledonia 80 to 65 million years ago. So the separation of these small islands, that means they were after that they would be having their own floras and faunas, and these floras and faunas will be diverging from the parent populations that were present on the mainland. So Australia itself gradually separated from Antarctica 52 to 35 million years ago and moved far northward towards its present position near Southeast Asia, allowing a complex interchange between the biotas of the two areas. So Antarctica, it was towards the pole, and Australia gradually came up and it became hotter, and as it separated from the Antarctica become colder, that we will be discussing in the further topic. So this is how the continents were formed, and here you can see the whole fragmentation of Gondwana. First, Gondwana was divided into East Gondwana and West Gondwana. The East Gondwana had has the Madagascar, India, New Zealand, New Caledonia, Australia, and Antarctica. And most later of it is the separation of Australia and Antarctica. On the West Gondwana, you can see the Africa, South America, and Antarctica. So Africa separated from the collection of the continent which was going to arise, the South America and Antarctica. So, and the most later separation is for the in the whole this scheme is the separation of South America with the North America. So this progressive fragmentation of Gondwana is dividing the whole Gondwana into Madagascar, which is in the East Africa, India, New Zealand, New Caledonia, Australia, Antarctica, Africa, South America, and Antarctica. So all of these areas, they will be having different species, and all of those species will be the ancestors of the species that are found today in these regions.